Hello, hello. Welcome to Oh Manifest. So I just want to check that everything is working for this live recording. There is an area that you can chat in Google Hangouts if you want to say hi. So I'm just going to double check that everything is working. Let's see. Gotta love technology. And everything is working. Let's see. All right, it's working. So I'm just gonna trust that you guys can hear me and see me. Hi! So welcome to Oh Manifest, this free online workshop. I am Lily Claire Love, and I am a self-love, sensuality, and success coach. Specifically, I work with the tools of Tantra. And Tantra is really about this practice of becoming present in your life, and paving this path of expansion and receptivity. So in life, we kind of go about life receiving and giving different energy. You know, in relationships, we give and we can also receive. In love, in business, in finances, there's this. Everywhere you look in life is this energy of exchange, of giving and receiving. And so Tantra is really about embracing this, because many of us are actually going through life either blocking receiving or blocking giving, where we're kind of holding and we're afraid to really open up and allow ourselves to go on this ride of life. It's kind of like letting yourself jump on the roller coaster and just putting your hands up and free falling, just going with this ride instead of being in resistance and reaction to everything, which really limits our experience here and limits how much we can receive. And through my own personal exploration with Tantra, I have really learnt that I went through life really giving a lot. I was very much a person that felt like it was my job to take care of others. Even as a really little girl, I kind of was like the mediator in my family, making sure everyone was okay, that everyone was, taken care of. And then through this Tantra work, I was able to come back to myself and allow myself to receive and be taken care of, and take care of myself first and foremost. And with this this beautiful work in my life, it literally exploded my life in the best possible way. So my relationships, my confidence, my sense of self-worth, my sense of self were really opened up, and there was this new connection that was formed. And my ability to receive financial stability and abundance just opened up in an amazing way that I have never had in my life before. I was very much struggling financially my whole life, and just getting by. And Tantra not only gave me the ability to have more intimacy and more pleasure and more presence and connection with myself and with others, but also more allowance of this flow of finances in my life and abundance in every capacity. And so I was like, wow, Tantra is not just about, we think it's just about sex or sexuality or sensuality, which is a huge part of it. But really it's about all of life, and everything in life is an energy. And so, you know, it's this tapping into this creative energy, which is a sensual energy and a sexual energy, but it's creative. And so, you know, looking at the example of how did we get here? Two people had to have sex and exchange this energy, and life was created. We literally came from sex. And so using the principles and the practices of Tantra, and it doesn't mean having to have sex with somebody, but connecting with this sexual, creative, sensual energy inside your own body. And if you want, sharing that with somebody, you can actually cultivate this energy that creates life. And so if you're not wanting to create a baby right now, then you can use this energy to create whatever it is that you desire in your life. So if that is more abundance, more prosperity, more actual money, if that is more opportunities in your career, or a clearer vision for what you want your life to be, yeah, what you want to create. And or, you know, you want to create a powerful, loving, intimate relationship. You want to attract a partner. Whatever it is that you want to create, you can harness this energy and attract, magnetize it to you. So the feminine, we talk about feminine and masculine energy in Tantra, and it doesn't mean just men or women. We all have feminine and we all have masculine inside of us. And they're really just represent, they're not even so much gender orientated, but they're really about different kind of energies. Again, energies that make up the universe, make up the world, make up nature, how we operate. The feminine aspect is the receptive aspect. It is the receiving, and it is magnetic and attractive. So, you know, when you think about people who are really sexually alive or sensually, you know, in touch with themselves and their desires, really, they're attractive. And even if we're not like maybe physically that attracted to that person, there's something about them that just is like alluring. Prince is actually a great example. Rest in peace, Prince. Prince is a great example, or even, wow, David Bowie. These two amazing, creative, in touch, like kind of eccentric beings that just recently, you know, moved to the other side, but they left us such a great gift, such a great example. They were so in touch with that sexual, creative energy, and they used it in a creative way, in a way to create and express themselves. And they were, you know, obviously financially abundant and free, but they had this quality about them that was so attractive, so magnetic, so like you want to be close to them. And so we're going to be working with these practices today. I'm going to give you these amazing, powerful, profound tools that are really going to change your life from the inside out and create this capacity, this energy inside of you that is just so alluring, attractive, and magnetic for whatever you want to create in your life. If that is more money or a relationship or opportunities or just more confidence with your own sensuality and sexuality, then you can have that. So I just want to check in. I don't know if you guys are able to use the chat. It is, I know you might be watching from YouTube direct, but you can also use the Google Hangout. So I wonder if you're able to use the chat, and if you are, please just say hello so I can know that you're able to do that and work and communicate. I would really love to hear from you guys, and even if you want to send me an email, you can do that as we're speaking. So if that chat is not working, you can email me at lily@lilyclairelove.com, and I will check that while we're here together. So it's Lily, LILLIE, at lilyclairelove.com. So I want to, and even if you don't, email me, that's okay, because this question is really for you. What do you want? What do you desire to create in your life? Why are you here? So I just want to take a moment and kind of check in with yourself and ask yourself, why am I here right now? What do I desire to create? What is it that I want to attract and create an abundance of in my life? So just taking a deep breath in and asking yourself that question right now. Lovely. And if you have a pen and paper and you're not driving, and hopefully you're not driving, because this is really the practices that we're going to do, and anything that you're going to do when you're putting your attention towards something and with intention and wanting to create something, being in a place where you're grounded, where you're able to write something down. So write your intention down, why you're here, what it is you want to create. And setting that sacred space. So I'm hoping that you're in a space, or if you're watching this replay, create a space that you're grounded, that you can concentrate and focus on what we're doing right now. So I always kind of point this out that I am Australian, for those of you that don't know me. So just if you're wondering what my accent is, and so, because I know some people are like, they listen to me and they're like just trying to figure out what my accent is, because it's a little bit muddled of living in LA for so long, and I don't want you to be thinking about that and trying to figure that out. I want you to be concentrating on you. So I'm going to open up this slide that I have for you guys. Just share screen. Here we go. So, manifest your desires through pleasure. And I know we've talked a little about this. We're already starting to get into it. So we are sensual beings, and our creative power is rooted in our sensuality. And so our sensuality, what does that kind of mean to you, and what comes up for you when you think about that? We live in such an interesting world, such an interesting time, where we have broken free from so many taboos around sex and sensuality, but also we are still very much kind of in a culture of shame around our sexuality. There's this over kind of sexualized media that we see, but then it is difficult to talk about in certain places, to talk about sex. And I mean, even on Facebook, you can scroll through and see kind of different things about violence on TV and all sorts of different things. But when it comes to our sexuality, there's so many limitations and bans around what we can post. And if you've ever tried to create a Facebook ad, there's no nudity, and you can't even say the word sex in kind of Facebook ads and things like that. And it's just so interesting, the culture that we live in. But our sensuality is so pure, and our sexuality is so pure. You know, we again, we have to have sex to be able to even be here at this lifetime. So it's natural. It's a completely pure and natural state that we get to be in this physical realm and explore and experience and connect with ourselves and with each other through our senses. It's such a beautiful gift. And, you know, so Tantra is really, really about cultivating and connecting with your sensuality. So touch, taste, sound, sight, you know, all of these things are our senses, which make us sensual beings. So how do you feel about yourself as a sensual being? Is there some judgment that you have there, some shame or some resistance? Is there somewhere in you that tells you you're not sensual? Because you are a human being, and you have the ability to feel and experience through your senses. So I kind of went through this, through my own work, through Tantra, practice of living from your sensuality. My life exploded in the best way. Not just for my inner healing, my confidence, and the quality of my intimate relationships, but in my finances too. And I wasn't the only one. I saw these benefits in my clients' lives. And most people come to me that I work with because they want to connect to their sensuality. They want to have more intimacy with themselves, with their pleasure, in their relationships, you know, heal sexual trauma, and open their heart to allow themselves to receive love and be intimate with a partner. And really enjoy sex. But with my clients, as we worked on this piece, the sensuality piece, and the self-worth that really is at the root of it, their lives exploded also financially and creatively in these amazing different ways. Some of my one of my clients who worked in corporate for so long and was financially successful, but had this deep longing to be creative and to be an artist. And so she followed that passion through this work together. And it's just amazing what can happen. You know, these deep desires within us that we kind of lock away because we think we need to be or do another thing, can be reopened. And I also, you know, through this work is really working with the law of attraction and the law of abundance. So working with our subconscious beliefs. So through this work, it revealed itself to me. And these ancient practices that are based in feeling states, the act of staying connected to your desires and directing that energy into your intention and your attention, you can achieve this material success with ease and joy and with pleasure. That's the really awesome thing about Tantra. You get to feel good while you're experiencing pleasure. And what comes up through this work are these deeply held belief systems that lay in our subconscious. And our subconscious really is the part of us that is controlling our life. It's really the control system for everything that we're experiencing and attracting or not having in our life. So the subconscious, I like to think of like below the ocean floor. So, you know, above the ocean, we can see everything. Everything is visible to us. We can see on the horizon. We can see what's in front of us. But below the surface, down deep into those, excuse me, murky waters is the stuff that we've kind of stuffed down, or that we've pushed away, we've swept under the rug. And really, these are the belief systems that we are deeply ingrained in us since we were a child. So what happens is we're born and we have this innate essence that is us. But we're also coming into the world as kind of a blank slate as a baby, right? They just like look at you with these big eyes and they're so open and receptive. They're like a sponge that soaks everything up. And so whatever they are around, whatever experiences they receive in their life with their mother, their father, their caretakers, whatever's going on around them, they are a sponge and they soak this up. And they also, not too different to us as adults, we think that we're the center of the universe, right? So everything kind of revolves around us. We're the lead character in our own movie, in our own story. But they really are the center of the universe because they are dependent. So us as children are dependent to survive on those around us, taking care of us, feeding us, clothing us, bathing us, keeping us warm and safe and comforted. We're completely dependent for our survival on others. And so what happens is whatever kind of experiences we have as a child, we take it on and make it mean something about us. So our mother and our father could be fighting about money. And we could continually see that. And we might not even logically understand what that means, but we feel it. And somehow, as a sponge, being the center of the universe, we make it mean something about us. So we could make it mean, it's having money causes problems, or not having money causes problems, or it keeps, you can either have love or you can have money. So it's really amazing how these different kind of, we filter and get these different messages as children. And then what happens is it becomes kind of a seed that is planted in our subconscious and under the water. And then what happens is we start to live out from that seed, and that seed keeps getting fed, and it starts to grow and blossom and create this tree, this plant, this thing, this our life. And we have these continual repeated kind of experiences that confirm and continue to feed that seed, that belief. But what if that belief is limiting? What if that belief is, oh, I can only have love or money. I can't be financially successful because that causes problems. Or, it could be the reverse. I'm safe to be financially successful, but I'm not safe to be intimate and have love. And there's such common ones that we have in our society. So just looking at this, limiting beliefs such as success is hard. You have to hustle to get ahead, or it takes a long time to create wealth, or you must sacrifice pleasure, intimacy, and love to be financially abundant. So these are kind of very common beliefs that we have in our society, that everyone has kind of bought into in some way or another. And it's our job, and through Tantra, through these practices we're going to be doing today, to reveal what limiting beliefs we have, So through this work, it actually creates that all of that stuff on the bottom of the ocean that we're living out of comes to the surface so we can see it, and we're able to, acknowledge it for what it is. It was just a belief system that I bought, that I took on, that I created, and I fed through my life. And now I can recognize it and say, I'm ready to let that go. I'm ready to almost kind of like rip the roots out from that belief system and plant a new seed of abundance and receptivity and attraction and creativity and sensuality and pleasure and joy and freedom. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm very, very excited. So again, here, Tantra uncovers our subconscious belief systems, which is the proven state of our consciousness that is the control center for what manifests in our physical life. And Ray Dalio is a great quote. Success comes from knowing what you don't know more than coming from what you do know. So again, that subconscious realm is really the stuff that we don't know, and we don't even know that we don't know it. if you can get that. The unknown belief systems, or the deep layers of old ancestral beliefs, just these belief systems that have been passed down from generation to generation and bought as some kind of truth. They're revealed and peeled back, like peeling the layer of an onion, and then they're healed. We're able to let go of them and plant that new seed. And so let me just bring you guys back. And my computer seems to not be plugged in, so I'm just going to quickly plug it in. Okay. Hopefully that works. So I want to get into the practices in a minute, but just going back, thanks for bearing with me, the technical stuff. So just this, I love this quote too. Margaret Lynch is the author of an awesome book, Tapping Your Way to Abundance. And so she uses EFT, which is a technique that I also use to tap on meridian points in the body. And again, is another way of opening up and planting these new seeds. So if you want to increase your wealth, it's important to recognize that money has a mind-body component that offers you the opportunity to take control of how much you have. Most people simply aren't aware that they have been programmed their entire life to interact with money in a very specific way. But the rewards of acknowledging and changing this programming can reflect enormously in your bank account and in your successful business endeavors. So really getting clear on what your money story is, how you think of money. If you have a belief system that money is the root of all evil, then how are you going to have money? How are you going to be financially stable and free to do what you want to do if you believe that money is evil? You're not going to actually have that in your life and be able to hold it. You're going to continually give it away. As soon as you get it, you want to give it away because you don't want to be associated with something that is evil or bad or creates greed or disconnection in the world, in your life. So here's a great picture of the subconscious. And so what we see often is only a fractional part of what really is. So all of that under the surface is actually real potential. This is where our real potential lives, deep under the surface. And so through Tantra, these practices, we can start to go deeper into ourselves and deeper into our desires and our potential, and bring that out to the surface and give life to our desires and our potential and our creativity. So let's get into some of the practices, and then we'll continue to talk a little bit more about what this stuff is under the surface, and maybe unroot some stuff, and clear a path for you to really create that flow of abundance in your life. So I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to close your eyes. And I hope that you're sitting on the ground or chair. And so just start to tune into your breath. So in Tantra, we use this breath, which is the bliss breath. And the bliss breath is slow, sensual breath to really connect to your deeper desires. And it brings about peace in your life, and allows you to really connect with yourself and your intention. So start to take a deep breath into your belly and expand your belly out. So breathing in and out through your nose. Expand your belly out. Expand your rib cage out. And then on your exhale, exhaling through the nose so your mouth is closed. And just release everything from the evening, from the morning. And inhaling, and just allow yourself to just become more present. And exhaling again. So inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, releasing. And now I want you to bring your fingers to the pit of your throat. So start to create this whispering sound at the back of your throat. So kind of create a little constriction in your throat. And if you do yoga at all, they call this breath the ujjayi breath. So it looks and sounds, hopefully you can hear it like this. So you're inhaling, creating this whispering sound in the back of your throat. You're exhaling, releasing the sound, whisper sound in the back of your throat. Close your eyes if you haven't already, just so you can go deeper within. Using this bliss whisper breath, it's also called the ocean breath, so you can listen to the sound of the ocean in your throat as you do this. And just starting to feel the sensations in your body as you breathe deeper, inhaling, allowing yourself to receive life, And exhaling, allowing yourself to let go and give back and release. Inhaling, having this affirmation that I receive life, I receive my desires, I receive abundance. And exhale, I release, I let go, I surrender. Inhaling, I receive my desires. I allow myself to be connected to my passion and my creativity. Exhale, I let go, I give back. Inhaling, I receive, I give myself permission to feel my sensuality, my power, my creativity. Exhale, I let go, I surrender, I give back. Beautiful. So just tuning in now to your intention, why you're here, what it is that you want to create, what it is that you desire to have more of in your life. And as you continue to breathe this bliss ocean breath, and allow yourself to drop deeper down into your subconscious mind and tune into that intention. Just ask yourself again, what do I desire to create? Where can I allow myself to receive more abundance, more flow, more passion? I want you to just ask yourself that and continue to breathe for a couple more breaths. And just stay connected with your physical body. So kind of allow your mind to relax. The mind likes to talk and work things out and assess. To see if you can let that go on the exhale and come more into your body and your sensations, your senses. Good. And just take one more deep breath in. And one deep breath out. Beautiful. So just be curious right now about how your body feels, how your physical body feels, how your emotional body feels, how your psychological body feels, and even your spiritual, energetic body feels after just a couple of minutes of this bliss breath. I already feel so much more, I feel expanded and peaceful. I feel even more centered than I did before. And I feel a sense of kind of slowing down and able to really feel a lot more in my body. So going back. Just want to go back to where we were here. So our nervous system is wired to feel and to respond in a way when it comes to money and everything for that matter. And through these tantric practices, we can awaken what is dormant in us, our limiting beliefs to be cleared, our deepest desires to be revealed and lived out, and a powerful life force energy to create momentum and magnetism in your life. So these tantric practices are not only extremely easy to learn and use, but it's an invaluable tool with immense transformational power in recreating your entire wealth picture. So the tantric benefits of this inner and outer wealth. stronger connection to your desires, your vision, and your purpose, abundance of ideas, clarity, focus to put them into action. You become a magnet for opportunities, connections, and success, energy, vitality, passion, joy, peace, aliveness, expanded pleasure in your body, deeper, more powerful orgasms, intimacy, and love connections. And how does it get even better than that, right? So my is not working. So I'm just gonna pause for a minute and I'm gonna ask you guys to just stay with me so I can sort this issue out so my computer doesn't die. Thank you. Maybe just grab a glass of water. Oh, I know what it is. It's over here. Is that working? Okay. Yay! I worked it out. Oh, it looks like the slow. If you're online, and I know somebody's Facebook messaging me to interact, thank you so much. Can you please let me know if screen is frozen or kind of interacting normally and you're able to hear me? Oh, wow. I just want to check in. You're able to hear me in real time? I am checking in. All right. Well, thank you for bearing with me. The screen was doing some funny things, so I wasn't sure if you're able to actually hear me or not. But I believe we are back. So here we go. We're continuing on. This is life. Stuff happens and you keep going, right? So let's get into the second Tantra breathwork practice, which is so powerful and so fun. And this is called the transformational power breath. So it is using sound. So again, I'm hoping that you are in a place that you can make sound, that you can feel safe to express and be focused. So this breath, transformational power breath, is so transformational. It is really about connecting your creative power. Oh, cool. Somebody told me it's working perfectly. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Oliver. So this transformational power breath is really about connecting to our creative power and then bringing that forth and expressing it. And our voice is this gift that we've been given to express, to ask for what we want in life, to set boundaries, to ask for what we're worth. Money and pleasure are so much about our sense of self-worth. So really valuing ourselves and allowing ourselves to receive that value. And obviously, our value as an individual, you could never put a price tag on it. But our ability to receive money, our ability to receive intimacy, to receive love and pleasure in our body is really all connected to this sense of self-worth. What do I desire, and do I value and put worth in my desires? Do I feel worthy to receive love, to receive affection, to receive and experience immense pleasure in my body, to receive financial abundance? So whatever your intention is today, whatever it is that you want to create in your life, using this transformational power breath to transform anything that is stuck and in the way and preventing you, blocking you from having that you want, from having that transformation of a flow of finances or pleasure or whatever that is. So this is how the breath goes, and I really hope that you go along with me. I'm going to do it to my full anyway, whether you're doing it with me or not. But if you do it, then you're going to actually get the experience and to feel in your body what I'm talking about, not just intellectually hear me and understand it, but actually embody it, experience it in yourself, and see how that can actually transform things for you in your life. So the breath goes like this, and you can do it standing up or sitting down. So it's inhaling, reaching the hands up. So my hands are open as I reach up, and then I bring my hands down in a fist. So I'm kind of like reaching up, grabbing that thing that I want, that I desire, and pulling it down into my body and claiming it. So, and then when I pull it down, I let out a ha. So the sound ha is really connected to our throat, to our expression, to asking for what we want and claiming our power. So inhaling your hands up, and exhale, pull down, ha. Inhale up, ha. Inhale, ha. 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 And keep going, ha. And get faster, ha. Ha. And stay connected to your intention, ha. Close your eyes, feel it in your body, ha. Ha, 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 ha. Really pull it down into you. Claim your power back. Ha, 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 keep going. If you feel resistance or tired, push through. Ha, 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 ha. 30 more seconds, you can do it. Pull it down. Ha, 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 ha. You have to put energy to get energy back. 10 more seconds, go for it. Ha, 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 ha. Hands up. Take a deep breath in, keep your hands up, hands extended, reaching out. Feel the power moving through your hands from the universe into you, into your heart, melting down into your core, into your root, into your buttocks, into your legs, into your feet, connecting with the earth. Deep breaths in, bliss breath. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel this power, and then slowly start to envelop and bring that power, bring that intention, your desires, your creativity, your abundance, your self-worth into your body, and plant it deep into your core, deep into your subconscious mind, deep rooted deep into yourself, your heart, your sex center, the center of creativity. Really feel your hands against your own body and how that feels to be connecting with yourself, and feel this power, this passion, this transformation, and this flow of abundance, of financial freedom, of an abundance of creativity, energy, vitality, passion, desire, magnetism, attraction, sensuality, sexuality, joy, love, intimacy, power into your body. Good. One more deep breath. Deep exhale. Letting that be. And just noticing, still kind of staying in this place of being aware of your body, even keeping your eyes closed, and just noticing your physical body. How does it feel? So kind of do a body scan. Scan all the way from your feet, through your legs, up into your hips. Scan over your sex center and your stomach, your buttocks and your back. Scan over your ribs. Scan down your arms into your hands. Scan up into your neck, into your jaw, over your face, temples, forehead, top of the head, the back and sides of your head. Scan your whole spine. And just take in your whole body. How does your whole body feel after that exercise? How does your throat feel after that expression of sound? And notice any places in you that might feel like there was a tension or aggravation or pain. Just notice that place and actually put your hand on that place in your body. And breathe into that area in your body of tension or tightness or pain. The body is, and you can go back to that bliss breath always. The bliss breath is really the number one, it's like the foundational tool that we have, and it's available to us at any time to calm, to center, to become more connected to our senses, to slow down. So the body is really like a map, and it doesn't lie. So, you know, our mind can be really tricky, and we can kind of talk around things, and you know, like talk therapy is great, but it's only one layer. It's only the psychological kind of intellectual talking. And to go deeper, we need to go into the body and listen to what the body is telling us. You know, when we get sick or we have disease in some way, our body is sending us a very clear message. Listen to me. Stop. Slow down. And nurture me. And so wherever you had pain in your body or a tension point is actually a place where your body is sending you a message. And that part of your body is related to the chakra system. So the chakras are really these developmental centers in our body and in our lives. And they were developed or underdeveloped according to our experiences, again, growing up. I have a little chakra sheet here, so I'll bring it up. Here we go. So these are the main developmental centers in our body. And so at our base, in our pelvic floor and our tailbone and connected to our legs and our feet is the root chakra. And this really controls the flight or fight or freeze that we can live out of. It's really our survival. And it's really very much connected to our family patterns, because we were dependent for survival on our family growing up. So this is the first developmental center. The second one is about our sex center. It's our sacral chakra. It's connected to pleasure, creativity, and also addiction. So we come from the root base as our main foundation of survival. And then we move up into the second chakra, the sacral center. And this is pleasure and creativity, but also how we use pleasure to get away from really looking at those root issues. And so, so much of our society is kind of going from the root chakra to the sacral chakra like a bouncing ball. We're just going like stress release, stress release, stress release. This is kind of bouncing ball. And there's, our culture is rampant with different kinds of addictions, whether that is, sex addictions, love addictions, or shopping, or prescription pills, or to having the biggest of everything. There's all these different kinds of addictions that we have in our society because we live in such a stress-related society that we've created, and then we need that release. We need that orgasm. So it's really interesting. So just notice, and I'm really curious, and I work more deeply with you if you want to send me an email. I guess the chat box isn't working, and let me know, where that place in your body was that you had that tension point when we did the breath work, because it will be related to one of these places. So just quickly going back. Not that, yes, that one. So moving up into the solar plexus is self-esteem, willpower, and money. So there we get into, so we have this basic level of security in the root. We get up into pleasure, creativity, and then we move up into that self-worth and that ability to kind of create and act upon what we desire. So the willpower is that action. It's not just like I'm going to will myself to do this, but yeah, it's creating that action, which in turn will create the energy of money. Money is just a currency in this realm. We used to trade coconuts and different things. Now we trade with money. And so our ability to create and connected to our self-worth. Moving up into the heart, obviously, is the love and bonding and intimacy chakra, our ability to receive love and also to give love. And also, it's this place of nurturance. I work with women, and I work with women a lot. And one of the tools that we use through Tantra, through sacred sexuality, is the breast massage. And it works for men too, because this is where our heart is. And this is this place of nurturance. We can, as women, we can feed a child and give this sustenance, this life milk from our breasts, but it's also the place that we get to nurture ourselves and come back to self-love, as well as being able to love and give, receive with another. And then again, we move up into the throat. So the voice, authenticity, fearlessness. Yeah, this is really the place. The throat is really the place that we kind of almost have a healthy detachment from this physical realm. So, you know, the root chakra and the lower kind of chakras are connected to this physical realm. We get higher up, we kind of connect more to the spiritual realm, the etheric realm. And so the throat is kind of that cutting point where we release the physical and create and we can become fearless and expression, and that healthy detachment place. And then we move up into the third eye, in the middle of the forehead, and that is really about our intuition and our vision. And yeah, really where we connect to harmony and peace, and being able to not only connect with our logical mind, you know, the left brain, but also the right brain, the creativity again, the expansiveness, and connection in that way, not just the logical thinking. And it's that place of having clear inner vision as well, being able to really visualize what you want your life to be like. And then we connect to the top chakra, is that connection to just total, you know, source, oneness, and everyone and everything, and that's bliss, ecstasy, wholeness. So you may have touched on feeling that with this power breath as well. And and as you continue to explore that power breath, you will, you know, you can set a different intention every time you do it, or work with one intention of what you're releasing and what you're calling in. But, you know, pay attention to how fun it can be. You can transform anger, depression, anxiety with this breath, but also, you know, that act of doing this and making that sound, to me, it sounds like an amazing orgasm. And it starts to really feel like a full body kind of energetic spiritual orgasm, that you're having this union with yourself, with your energy, with others, and with the universe. So have fun with that. So we are getting towards finishing up. But and yes, Oliver just said we have 11 chakras. Yes, we do have more than those 7 chakras, but those are kind of like the main ones for us that we can grasp and connect to the physical reality, and that really relate in that realm. But for sure, because our energy is so much bigger than our body. So just getting back, your inner value. So it's from your inner beliefs that your actions flow. Are you unique and valuable to you? Are you willing to be committed? Are you willing and committed to act in order to attract? So, you know, this work is not just about, you know, doing these amazing practices and feeling great and writing your intentions down and having gratitude and all of that, and doing the subconscious, you know, mind reprogramming, but creating action as well, right? So it's not just wishful thinking. This is actually you connecting to this divine intelligence inside of yourself, this unlimited, you know, unlocking this unlimited power and potential inside of yourself, and then taking action from that place, you know, asking yourself, what is my part to be able to create what I really desire to have, to be able to create that financial abundance. So it's like you're you do the practices, and you allow yourself to receive and to let go and to meditate on what it is you want to visualize, to do the deeper subconscious work. And then what is my part? What is the action that I need to take in order to move to the next step? So the 7, just to give you an overview, we've done some of these. The tantric secrets to prosperity and pleasure is intention. So we start with that sankalpa is what we call it, and it is the seed of desire. So really planting that seed of desire and then nurturing it through the breath work. So the bliss breath and that expression breath that we did is the sound transformational breath. And then we'll get more into, secret squeeze is the tantric secret squeeze, which if you continue to, work with me, will be revealed. And then we're spreading and caressing that energy around. And this really takes us in the microcosmic orbit, really takes us into being able to have full body orgasms for both men and women. And really that is like a powerful, powerful thing to be able to create wealth in your life also. Movement, getting into your hips and also into your heart. So I teach sensual yoga. This is a really powerful practice, again, for both men and women to get into their sensual creative power. Mantra and yantra, so sound and visualization. So using affirmations, we were just saying some as we did the breath work, like I allow myself to receive abundance. I allow myself to receive my sensuality. It is safe for me to be in my pleasure, be in my power. Safe for me to ask for what I want. And then visualization, actually, visualizing what it is that you want, seeing yourself in the most, powerful way, doing what it is that you want, having what it is that you want. And mindfulness, just basically sums up all of this is, mastering your mind, doing that that deep subconscious work and staying mindful throughout the day. We can't just do this one little thing and then we'll just go back, throughout our day we'll forget about it and be, doing all of the things that we maybe usually do that doesn't quite give us the most healthy life. What are those old patterns? So really doing the work, the fun work, I want to say, the foundational practices, and then it uncovers what those patterns are that maybe are sabotaging you, that are keeping you blocked from what you really want, and then going throughout your day being mindful of that so that you can move beyond it. So I want to just quickly do one more little practice, and we're just going to combine the bliss breath and this feather light touch. So one of those aspects on that list was sensual touch. And so I just want you to, we'll just do it for a minute, just going back into the bliss breath, deep breath in, create the ocean sound in your throat. Inhaling, receiving life, receiving your worth. Exhaling, letting go, surrendering, knowing that everything is working out perfectly for you. Inhaling, receiving your sensuality and your power. Exhaling, letting go, giving back. And now with your fingertips, as you continue to breathe, inhale and exhale the bliss breath, listening to your ocean sound, using your senses, take your fingers and I want you to just start to really lightly, so we call it feather light touch in Tantra. It's like ever so lightly caressing your own skin. So the lighter you go, the more that you will feel, and the more you breathe, the more you will feel also. So inhaling and caressing. Exhale, caress. Caressing these places of tension, tightness. Giving yourself this sensual touch. And you know, the lighter you go on your skin, it's like feel how your skin starts to respond. Caressing your legs, your thighs, your belly, your hips. Caressing through your hair. You know, learning to make love to yourself. You are able to then be more intimate, have more capacity to allow others to be intimate and love you. We've got to learn how to, you know, be gentle and loving and sensual and make love to ourselves before we can really allow somebody else to do that. So just breathing, listening to the sound of your breath, and caressing. Caressing your heart space. Sending yourself love, compassion, your throat. Safe for you to ask for what you want. Good. And just feeling how that feels in your body. That was like a minute of just this bliss breath and this feather-light touch. And feel how much in your senses you can feel. It feels really good and juicy to me. And, you know, wherever you're at is perfectly okay. So, you know, our capacity to have intimacy, to feel pleasure, to feel powerful, confident, and to have financial abundance, all of these things, we're just expanding the container continually. So there's no limit to how much you can receive and how much you can feel, how much pleasure and abundance you can have in your life. We are really the only ones that put a limit, put a kind of a ceiling on what that is for us. And so allow yourself to just accept wherever it is that you're at. You know, I know that so many of the women that I work with and even men struggle to receive, and have this kind of voice inside of their head that says, you know, oh, I'm not sensual, or, you know, I can't feel pleasure, or whatever that is. Just if you have that at all, just be compassionate with yourself. Notice that voice and notice that that is not you. You know, you can hear that voice. So who's listening, right? Your inner actual soul is the one that's really listening and able to hear that voice. And that voice is just one of those belief systems that were planted a long time ago. And it kept you safe in some way. But now it's ready for you to acknowledge that voice and let it go. And allow yourself, give yourself permission to go deeper and deeper into your sensuality and into your pleasure and receive abundance and love and everything that you deserve and desire. So wherever you're at is perfect, and it will keep growing. So I want to now, we have a few more minutes, and I want to tell you guys about a program that I have coming up. It starts on June 7th, and it is Oh Manifest, manifest your desires through pleasure. So really this is going to be incorporating these tools that we were doing today, and going very, very deep into the subconscious and really working and really getting very clear on what it is that our subconscious beliefs are, bringing them to the surface, clearing them with deep energy work and modalities, and then replacing them, planting those new seeds of desire and nurturing and flourishing that. So it starts on June 7th. You can join at any point, but it's a 6-month program, and this is kind of an online, over the phone program. We will be able to, it'll be on a platform that I will be able to hear, and we'll be able to have dialogue and conversation. And it's a group program. So what we're going to be doing is really creating a vortex of energy. This vortex, this really strong container within the group. We'll be connecting on a private Facebook group as well to keep accountable and active, and creating this powerful container of abundance and wealth and pleasure together. So we're going to have 3 90-minute activate calls a month. You will get recordings as well. And they're going to be full of energy clearings for your subconscious, tantra practices for awakening your inner and outer wealth, and pleasure is just a bonus that comes along with it. And then you're also going to get 3 30-minute private coaching sessions with me as well. You're going to receive a daily abundance activation meditation. So you can do that every single morning as soon as you wake up, and at night if you're really dedicated. And then that Facebook group as well. And also, we're going to have a fun 2-day celebration retreat in California at the end of the 6 months. So I'm really excited about that. Excuse me. And so we'll all get to like finally meet if we haven't met yet, and celebrate all of the amazing stuff that has happened in our life over this 6-month period. So think about right now the next 6 months of your life. And we're in May, so we start Om Manifest in June. So that's going to take us to the end of the year. And think about what it is you wanted to create this year, and where you're at on that process, and how much more powerful you could be in your momentum and your attraction value if you were able to have this supportive group around you to create with, and really to have somebody, me, who is guiding you and supporting you and giving you these powerful tools. So it's not just the accountability, which is, I think one of the biggest things of why we get a coach, because why we join different programs or do different workshops, because we want that consistency to build create a consistent healthy habit in our lives, not just something we do like every now and again, or we do like when we're desperate, but we actually invest in ourselves to have consistency in our life. So think about how much more powerful you could be if you invested in that. And then we are going to also be having some special guest speakers and experts on pleasure, abundance, and flow to join us and share their wisdom throughout the calls, throughout the time together. And I already have some of those people locked down, and I'm very excited to share their wisdom. One guy is an amazing healer. He works with archangels, and he's a medium and a guide, and he's just so powerful, and he's done a lot of amazing things in my life. And he works with angels to create that flow of abundance as well. So we're going to have him on. And plus, of course, many other life-changing gifts that the universe will provide direct to you that I don't even know what they are, because, you know, we all have, our soul has its own unique path of what we're here to do and to create and have. And the universe is really just like this. They've spread out this platter of amazing, yummy, juicy foods and gifts and gold and abundance and experiences and travel and everything that we is available to us. And I'm really excited to support you to actually take those things that the universe has for you to receive them. So the program all in all is worth $9.97 a month. So that's kind of the total of value. I mean, the total value that I could put in dollars, besides all of these amazing other things that are going to happen in your life from the universe. And Manifest is $197 a month. So it is a 6-month commitment to yourself, to having a more abundant, pleasurable life. And it's just $197 a month, which, when you think about what you spend on stuff, is really a small and a great investment for you to get that back tenfold. And that's really what I believe. You know, invest in yourself and receive tenfold back from the universe. And because you are on this live free call, you are receiving a special opportunity to join Manifest. So if you sign up before midnight tonight, and you will receive the first 3 months of Manifest for only $97 a month. And I guarantee that you will see a shift in your finances. So you can head over to lilyclairelove.com/omanifest to check out the full program. Really, today was a taste of what that can offer you, and you know, those couple of minutes of breath work that we did today, you can feel in your body, if you did them, how much that changes stuff for you. And really creating abundance is this feeling state. You know, having more money is allowing ourselves to feel abundant inside and to get clear on those parts of us that believe that we're not worthy of it. And so it's just $97 a month for the first 3 months for you guys. And I have a special code for you, and that is I am abundant. So you can log on and claim that. And then just another offer is you could sign up and you could pay in full. And then I would create that to be $97 a month for the full 6 months of coaching. So that would just be $582 for the 6 months of coaching with me to create more pleasure and abundance in your life. So that code is OManifestMe. And if you didn't figure it out, the O is for orgasmic life, because this is really about manifesting through this orgasmic kind of power. The orgasm is really this like crescendo point. And what would it feel like for you to live your life orgasmically? Have full body orgasms in your intimacy and sex life, but also to have this sense of everything is so expanded and orgasmic to you. And I can promise you that life can actually be that way. I have had an amazing ability to, through this work, transform pain, transform physical pain, emotional pain, grief, anger, fear, anxiety, everything, I can transform it and it can actually feel like an orgasm. And who doesn't want that, right? And this is stuff that I just didn't even know was possible a couple of years ago. So it's truly possible to live orgasmically, and that is the intention with O Manifest, to get you to live an orgasmic life and also an abundant, financially stable, free life. So it would be my pleasure to support you through that. And I really hope that you take these practices that we did today and start to apply them in your life. The bliss breath, the transformational sound breath, the feather-light touch. You're really allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to dive deeper into your sensuality, your pleasure, your abundance. Really affirm to yourself that you are worthy of whatever it is that you want to create in your life. And please reach out to me. So I really, I look forward to hearing from you. It was my pleasure to offer these free gifts to you today. And, it's really up to you to implement them. And if you really want to go deeper and, have a tenfold kind of momentum in your life, then join me in O Manifest, and let's get that really juicing up your life, your finances, and your pleasure and your intimacy. We all deserve abundance. We all deserve peace. We all deserve love. We all deserve pleasure. But really, the life that we deserve is going to be the life that you're committed and willing to creating. So we all deserve it. Are you willing and committed to creating this life for yourself, investing in your worth, and really living the life that you desire? So I'm sending you so much love, and I hope that you got a lot out of this free workshop. It was my pleasure to give that to you, and I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully seeing you in O Manifest. Mwah! Much love to you. And remember, you can email me, and we can have a phone conversation as well if you have any questions at all. So peace, love, and pleasurable abundance to you on this beautiful day. And I will see you soon. Mwah! Bye.